So this lighting is quite good. So I'll just enjoy my skim short mocha here. But this is a Starbucks. I'm in Lee Garden 3. Of course, it's opposite from Lee Garden 1, which is where my friends, my family, I always like to be. Because Lee Garden 1 is common. It's full of big common brands, you know. An Hermes downstairs for design, Hermes upstairs for boys, a little Chanel, a little LV, a little St. John. Everything's cutesy, but it's all in Lee Garden 1. And you connect to other buildings through the second floor. But here I'm sitting in Lee Garden 3. This is the Starbucks, which is beautiful for a Starbucks, but you know, then I don't understand. It surprises you because there's a Teavana, which sells tea. It's just a lot of this place is full of surprises that you don't expect. Like, you didn't expect this would show up in this place. So I might yeah, I can't lose too much weight because of my bone structure. When I lose too much weight, I look like an old man because of my bone structure. I can't. My friends, family, all my teachers get very surprised when they wonder if, you know, I got plastic surgery or if their records of me have been edited. Because all my records are real, nothing, no plastic. They didn't, you know, like cut the things in the middle and make it better. None of that. So we get very surprised when we hear things like that. But you know, I'm just sort of hanging outside a little more because if I sit at home, I might snack more, and I'm going on a diet. So that's why I'm out. This is my outfit today. The new pink top I got on my Sunday spree. I may just not have the coffee because I have to hold my umbrella. But really like my outfit today. Just very, you know, look at this place. You know, it's like you know. Anyway, so I'm gonna just have one more sip of my coffee. Oh, now I'm going to walk out. I have a pink umbrella. So I was just talking to Joanne, my physiotherapist. Oh, excuse me. I was talking to Joanne today, and she told me that the machine she uses on my neck, you know, to make the pain go away, it's more like advanced because it comes with these suction cups. Her massage machine that she puts on my neck has suction, and so it goes deeper into your body with electric current. But she said if you feel it deeper in your body, that means it's more dangerous. Whereas the one that I use at home, you just like stick it on and it's got a little vibration. So she said you can use it at home because that doesn't enter deep into your body, and so it's not dangerous. So I said back to her, you know, this principle does not apply in real life, because in real life, a person who's superficial and cannot get into many places, cannot, you know, walk into many parties, or walk into many houses with or without parties. It's very hard for you to enter places. It's very hard for you to get offered get offered into nice places. You just cannot enter anywhere that's very good very easily. I said back to Joanne, that's actually more dangerous. You know, let's say there's a financial crisis and you're not the kind of person who can get very good jobs in very good places very easily, then you are more dangerous than somebody who can easily enter many good places all the time. You know, somebody like that, like me, that's more safe rather than somebody who can't go deep into conversation, he or she cannot enter many places. That's not more safe, that's more dangerous. That's more dangerous. Because to be outside is just as dangerous as to be inside anywhere. Yeah, so I, you know, sad to say the truth, I reveal the truth, but yeah, what time is it? It's not, yeah, it's still, it's very early, it's not 7 yet. But look, so I was saying this building, Lee Garden 3, very different from Lee Garden 1. A store, one of the stores next to Starbucks. And then there's like places for kids' toys. Oh, but you can use this mirror, you can see my outfit today. This is my outfit today. Decided to be a little more casual, not so form-fitting. But yeah, like my pants and my outfits. I like to always have like a slim look, like a slim fit. Yeah, so I like my outfit today. In real life I look a lot slimmer, but this is a very form-fitting, very casual. This is what I would say is like my usual, not usual, on days when, like, you know, maybe you're not really going out for dinner anywhere and you're just going out to run errands, and I just put on something, you know, for going to the supermarket, for going to Watson's. This is how my usual outfit would be. I mean, obviously I still look a little sexy. Everything has to be a little bit sexy on me. You know, it's like you have to be thin, have boobs and everything, but not very tight. I feel very comfortable. But this place is, but this building is so weird. So I'm just, of course, heading back to the Garden 1. But weird things. That's ooh, excuse me. There's a some stuff upstairs, equally weird. There's one shop that's really cute, but it only sells kitchen supplies, like the American KitchenAid. Oh, here we go. So we're going upstairs, and you know, even like the design of the whole building. Go into Lee Garden 1, and it's just one round shape all the way up to the top, glass ceiling, and then it's perfect and it's done. But Lee Garden 3, it's like, oh my goodness. Funny people, funny places. Here, KitchenAid store, that there's a huge, what do you call it, blender? And then they sell tons of these, which is very interesting if you like to cook. I like to cook for fun when I don't have to do the cleanup on weekends. So this is just really cute to like stand amongst these to take a photo. Just, you know, stand amongst these kitchen vendors and take a nice photo one day. You'll be surprised. Yeah, you'll be surprised. These are actually very pretty machines. Yeah, you have to look really, really pretty to hang around these. So anyways, but yeah, this building, you know, getting out of this building, it's so weird. Look, this is what's opposite. Don't exactly know what it's selling, you know, like this. and this, and then these. It's like no feeling of uniformity. It's a miscellaneous. Oh, then here's the rest of the cooking. Look, with these colorful. Woo. Okay, I can't understand the concept. And there's a place there which it looks like a bar, but it's not like very nice. And there's somebody singing there like Elvis. So I think I'm gonna go. Oops, excuse me. And there's more of the same upstairs. You know, more of nothing the same. Everything different upstairs. Very interesting though. Sorry, now my hand is feeling a little tired, so I will, you know, then you'll have to look at my face for a couple minutes. It's like oh, look at my face. Oh, but the thing about these escalators down here, the grooves don't make your shoes go under, you know, they don't make you go all the way down underneath. You know, that you don't really pull out anything on your foot. Yeah, that's what I would say about this building. But the design is different. See? Like this. Excuse me. You know, suddenly it's down here, then up there it's yeah. If symmetry is what you like, you know, think about it. Oh, look, there's a store here. Oh, Hermes. It's interesting. I mean, I guess it's modern. If you like contemporary, it's like walking into like a modern museum. It's fun as a museum. Like I walk into a gallery for, you know, for a couple minutes. I have many friends who are artists, you know. I have many friends who are extremely famous artists, but I wouldn't live in a building like this. It's not for living, it's for hanging out an hour every couple months. Down here, it's like a veg. So, I'm going to walk out of this building and I have to get something that's naughty. And the reason I say that it's naughty is because I didn't smoke cigars in my, you know, former life. And you can tell if you're listening to me practice piano, secretly listening to me. Because when I practice in the mornings, I sound almost half like the serious pianist I was. By the evening, I've taken 3 painkillers and I've smoked a couple of cigars. And it's just a different person. It's nonsense. You know, maybe my piano brother-in-law would play something like that with me, but my piano dad, no. You know, it would have to be stuff you do early in the morning. But the nice thing to know is that those medications and the tobacco, they leave your body within less than 24 hours. But I know because my doctor loves me, Professor Lee Mack loves me, and she will give me pills forever. You know, that there are certain pills I will be taking permanently. So being an artist is out of, you know, I've already played at the level of all the big artists. So I'm not, Lincoln Center is not the place I want to break into. You know, I'm thinking more of like, just using my dad's pocket money to go to fashion shows with friends. Find a nice boyfriend who likes to spend time enjoying the city and staying at home in a nice home. Maybe do charities if my parents have more money. and you know, just enjoy life. I know I look very good on screen, on camera. I'm well spoken, but I don't have to be very famous. That all depends. That's all. That's all I want to do. I love art, so paintings, museums. I will join museums. I have no intention to be part of any opera or orchestra or concert hall. My friends and I love fashion, love art, love beauty, you know, all the girly New York stuff. And then my guy friends are either my really close friends or, you know, they chase after me, and they're all in the finance investments in daddy's area. So, you know, that's life. My life is the way it always was. Everything's the same as yesterday. We just wonder how much better it will be. I'm very content. I'm very satisfied. So, anyways, the reason I'm talking about this is because opposite is facing the cigar emporium. Because it is bothersome and loud outside with the construction work that nobody will explain to me about. I started to smoke a little bit of cigars starting last year to make myself feel better. But once I find a boyfriend and I live together with someone, then there are more things to do, and then you don't smoke. But I didn't smoke before. You know, that just wanted to make that point. Because if I smoked before, then I wouldn't have looked like this. I wouldn't have played the way I play in the mornings, and I would have played with different people. I would have collaborated with different artists, studied with different teachers, and gone to different types of parties with different types of people. So I really wasn't like smoking like a chimney before, like some people do, because you can tell, you know, their bodies are different, their faces are different, the way they move, the types of jobs they get, the parties they go to, the types of boys who want to date them, the way they do everything, it's different. And my girlfriends and I weren't really big on smoking, and the boys who were close friends of mine or dated me or chased after me, which is like almost everybody, most of them have become really successful. Nobody really was like a big drug, really into drugs. I mean, yes, I was, I knew the cool party people. Many of my friends at Harvard were the people at Harvard who partied. But, we're not that bad compared to a lot of people out there. But on the other hand, we don't like it when people say to us, oh, even the way they say to Natalie Portman, which many of my friends, I have many mutual friends with her, like, oh, you went to Harvard, so doesn't matter how you look, doesn't matter how successful you are. I don't like the way you look, and you went to Harvard, so I'm going to call you a book nerd, because that's the only nasty thing I can say about a gorgeous, beautiful, perfect person who went to a place that, they would never enter, and then just call her a nerd in public. Yell it to her in her face without, take your mask off and say it during COVID-19. Natalie Portman, you absolute fucking nerd. I hate it. What a nasty thing to say. And people who look like me, who went to Harvard, get these types of nasty comments no matter how hard we try to stop them. You could be wearing the sexiest dress and you're at the Oscars, but somebody who hates your guts and is jealous of you, who you never looked at before, because they're meaningless people, would come up to you and just spit at your face and say, you went to Harvard, so you're a nerd. It's just horrible behavior. It's completely unacceptable. But yeah. Anyways, I think I have to get a couple things, but I'll talk more in a little bit. We all need to get out of here. The Garden 3, it's a very strange place. So we're gonna walk back into the Garden 1. We have to reclaim our territory, or rather, return to our territory, which is ours, but which we should be in more often. Yeah, so waiting to cross the street. I never put the video on when I cross the street, but I shouldn't lose too much weight, because if I lose more weight, that I look like an old man. I look like an old man. I look like my grandpa, my grandma. Because both my parents have very distinct bone structure. It's okay. I don't care. Look. This is like the side, the intersection. That's the cigar shop, and this is the Garden 1, which I've showed a couple of times. And starting last week, they closed off the entrance. See, it's got all these gray colored boards covering the entrance, so the cabs can't go in there anymore. Look how funny the cars look over here. What are they? What do they label on there? Very funny vehicles. See, this is the kind of funny place to live. Very funny. Okay, it looks like I'm trying to understand when I shall be able to cross this street. The thing to do is just to follow other people who cross. Yeah. Follow the people. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna switch off the video and look for someone to cross the street with. See now, back into the Garden 1. Everything as it should be. Everything as normal. See? There's a Brunello Cucinelli. Nice, happy, relaxed, neutral. There's a little Chanel over there. Look, that's the Maison du Chocolat downstairs. Small Hermes design store. On the same floor, the one floor up is for boys to buy scarves, ties. There's a Moschino. Up one. Oh, there's an LV down there. And then everything is the same, and you just go all the way up, and then it's some restaurants on top, big coffee shops, everything the way it should be. And if you want to cross to another building, you go through the second floor. That's where the bridge is. So I was thinking of going to Feather and Bone, which is if you cross the bridge. But because I want to buy some low-calorie kombucha tea, and they have some CBD seltzer water. But then it's just I did my physio. She said it might hurt for a while, and then you have to go home and do a massage. So I think I'm going to behave myself and go home, because now's the time to rest. Nothing's going on until the neck gets better, and then life resumes to the way it was before. So that's it. I'm gonna go home. It's downstairs. Whoops! What am I doing? It's the Maison du Chocolat, Hermes design. See, everything here is as it should be. So welcome to my world. It's just very common here. Very common, small, beautiful, normal. It's like me and my whole family and my good friends, which I pretty much finished talking about. I know I've been doing a lot of videos, but every day is the same for normal people, so it's always the same characters. I just wonder why they closed off the seat. Ago I came here, there was a taxi stand. Now it's closed off. Oh, let the lady go through. Oh, is she going in? No, she's not. So yeah. Oops. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go home. I mean, I picked up some bad habits by walking outside these streets. On the other hand, when I'm at home, the construction workers make noises outside, and nobody who loves me explains to me who's talking outside. So I developed some bad habits for a while. You know, just to block out the noise, put on some earphones, listen to some funny things. But yeah, you have to balance it a little. Yeah. Oops. I'm just going to get this cab. Yeah. See, if you don't cross the street and the cab comes, then you don't have to switch off your video. And you just keep on. Hold on. Oh! Yeah, I'm getting on. Oh. He stopped for me, and I knew it was for me, and then he drove off. I don't know what that meant. Okay, if I have to cross the street to get a cab, then I have to stop the video. I can't video and cross the street at the same time. Okay, I think I'm going to stop the video and cross the street with somebody because it's not looking good. Okay, so I'm back in Lee Garden 1 because it's impossible to find a cab outside, and I don't want to keep like crossing the street back and forth, you know, and it's kind of rainy weather. So I called an Uber, and it should get here in 10 minutes, but I have to find a place to sit, like just to sit. So I think I'm gonna go downstairs, where there's a place to sit except it's closed. It's La Maison du Chocolat, which closes at 6, and it's past 6. So it's not there's no coffee shop anymore, so anyone can just sit there. Oh no, they close at 7. Oh, I thought they said they close at 6. I must have gotten it wrong. Oh, just sit down. Sit here. So I was also talking to Joanne at Physio today. We were kind of comparing the difference between, like, you know, if you're bored and you just want to rest at home a lot because you're trying to recover, like in my case, you know, I was asking them if I could like buy a puppy you know, to play with, but then we also compare the difference between having a puppy or having a small child, like a baby. And the thing about having a puppy is you choose your child, you choose your puppy, but the puppies all look pretty much the same, and they're all pretty much looking very nice and quite thin, and all look around the same, and they all behave pretty well. You can predict what happens, and just enjoy with the puppy when you're at home, and you know, does certain tricks, and I stay very happy. But the difference between having a puppy and, say, having a baby, like the baby might run around places you didn't expect. You can't predict what the baby's behavior will be. Um, you know, it may have different like a different sense of adventure, or different requirements for a baby. So you could. I was looking at a photo the other day, and like just many puppies all standing in a row, all perfectly decorated, around the same size, look around the same. But then in the middle, actually, one of them was not a puppy. It's not a puppy. It's a baby. It's a small baby. Um, and because it's harder to predict what it might do. Um, but I don't know. I think certain people want puppies. Um, Puppies are good to have. Um, I was saying, like, my piano teacher, Professor Levin. You know, um, he's got his 7 famous piano puppies. The 7 of us, and most of us don't play piano anymore, and don't we do other things for a living. Surgeons, doctors, professors, teachers, investor, banker, everything. But art, art owner, and nobody's. But you know, we're kind of like puppies, because he can send us into competition, and he knows, if we're serious about it, he knows how it's gonna how it would behave. So your students in your normal work life, are different from the puppies you would choose for yourself. Is kind of what I mean. I don't know. I mean, because many people do the same thing pretty much every day. My boss at Goldman Sachs, Richard McNeil, has a donut for breakfast every single morning with a coffee. And he's in the office by 7 a.m. He gets up at 6 every single day. On Sundays, he says he doesn't get up later than 7 or 8, because his kids are up and running around already. And he's already very high level. He's done. He's completely done, but he still goes to work before 7 every day. And he doesn't leave work until after I do. He doesn't leave work until past 9 or past 10. He has an apartment down in Brooklyn. Probably goes to bed right around midnight. Goes to bed for 6 hours. Gets up, goes right back to work the next day. So a lot of people do things like that, but then they become very, very skilled at their job. Richard before. Okay, so I just got interrupted by a nice lady who works in Lee Garden, and she said that this place is already closed, and so you cannot sit there. So anyway, sorry for the interruption. I was saying about my boss, Richard. What was I saying? You become really, really good at something, and you have great success, and you receive great amounts of respect. Living the way he does, especially as, like, for him, before he started working at Goldman Sachs, he was working at JP Morgan in a different department. He wasn't a salesperson like he is now. He worked in research at JP Morgan for almost 10 years before he started working as a salesperson, like as an actual hard work research, not just like a random secretary who does meaningless things, but things like when you go to school and you have to train your brain so that you are already completely prepared to enjoy life and do nothing. It's a completely different story. So in his case, he worked as a researcher, working very hard for 10 years. before he started becoming a salesperson at Goldman Sachs, where he still works really, really long hours, and really applies himself. Even though, even though he's already got a lot of success, but he considers this lifestyle as comfortable to himself. This way of living is his comfort zone. And sleeping in until 10 a.m. On a Sunday, and sort of having 2 days a week to sit on the sofa and just watch TV and have some snacks is not his comfort zone. And most people who live in New York City also have a more active comfort zone. Nobody really wants to live in the Big Apple, but have 3 days a week where you're just sitting lying on a sofa watching a comedy. Unless you're me, you have two parents, real parents, not employers, but parents. I have parents, I just enjoy life, and I can stay in and lie on my bed wedge and go shopping and look pretty. And then on top of that, I have a lot of good friends myself because I went to good schools. I know how to deal with people. I have a very loyal friend circle, and they're also very successful because we do really well in life. And only in that case could you not work like Richard and live in New York and have a really comfortable life. As I now do. So I'm, it's and even for me, it's not easy being my parents' daughter. It's not easy, because then I have certain things I have to deal with, which I deal with very, very well. So Oh, the other reason I like this building is because it has very good lighting. It's very flattering on me, although if I lose any more weight, I might look like an old man. I don't want to. I think this is okay for me, except it's not the most flattering camera angle. But that's because my arm is tired. It's been talking for many minutes. So you just have to look at my face like this. But I don't mind because it's just always saying hello to your family and friends. And if you're an honest person, and you're happy with your life, then you're very honest every single day of your life. But if the people who love you, if many people love you, you can stay more honest like me. Because you need a lot of people to love you so that random people don't say lies to you. Otherwise, you can't just be honest every single day, But it also depends on yourself. If you only have, like I have two parents. For me, I have two parents, and they both protect me. But if I'm not good at protecting myself and having had such a good history, doing well in life and taking care of my friends and being a loyal person, it would be hard. It would be hard to maintain this with only, two parents. Let alone just one parent, or actually you don't have parents. So that's why, although it's like Friday, but it's a pandemic, and for all these reasons, I'm just ordering an Uber, and then I'm gonna go home and sit quietly, and then I'm gonna let the pandemic just disappear, and then I resume life with the same, just a normal life like before, but I don't really go to work anymore. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna see when the Uber will arrive. Okay, so I got on the Uber. It's the end of a long day. So yeah, I think my loved ones, my parents, my close friends, we made the right decisions. All the right decisions, you know, on how to deal with things. And you stay safe. You just stay inside, enjoy life, have a good time. So now I'm gonna think of what shows to watch tonight. I've talked about all the ones I'm watching, and I always watch the same stuff. But the funny thing, I don't get bored, you know? It keeps updating. Just a lot of fashion, a lot of art, American charities, a little health stuff, you know, how to keep fit. You know, random new, like kind of the new stuff people do, like the latest designs, houses, and then some of the apps. You know, people are into meditation these days. That's about it. We just stay inside, and it's like raining outside. Yeah, just, you know, kind of reflecting on my physiotherapy with Joanne today, because I said a lot to her today. So just talking about what I was discussing at today's appointment. But yes, it's very strange. The building that first was on this video today is very strange. Lee Garden 1 is more acceptable. So yeah, see, it's a Friday night. It's like past, I don't know what time it is. It might be past 8. It's just like this. It's like as I keep saying, see? Yeah, so I'm just going to listen to my Sync Tuition app for a couple minutes. And talk more when I get home.